hopefully you can hear me now. Sorry about the late start. I was trying to figure this out. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an idea about what the plan for today is. So this is the first stream, so it should be exciting. Essentially, I just wanted to quickly kind of walk over some of the kind of rules of engagement or kind of how I intend to run it. And obviously, I'm open to feedback, but this is the idea. So without too much fluff, let's kind of jump into it. So the ideal audience for this is kind of you're interested in programming or using AI, either professionally or as a side project. I don't mind. I'll be working on pretty technical stuff, but I'm happy to kind of just pause and give you guys some like generic startup advice or AI advice, or in general like problem solving, that sort of thing. So my plan is kind of afternoons, evenings to kind of do this. I thought weekends are the best, but I'm not yet sure what will work out. I'll kind of want to see and modify it. I'll try to stream for about an hour, maybe a little bit less at times. We'll see. And generally, like my focus will be on like indie hacker stuff. So kind of, I will talk about some of the projects that I have planned up for this a little bit later on, but generally kind of like indie hacker stuff. And then, the idea is for you guys to kind of see what it's like to build an indie startup, but also to kind of keep myself accountable. So in terms of the projects, so I have a few kind of small projects like bots on threads.net, Chrome extensions, VS Code extensions, trying to build new tools for GitHub and other indie hackers, or also potentially open sourcing some of my own tools. And then the bigger project I'm working on right now, which is going to be the focus of this stream, is basically this WhatsApp productivity tool, kind of WAPI human, that sort of thing. So that's the idea. About me, I will not say too much as of yet. I'll kind of do probably like a face reveal, about 100 subs. In terms of the programming, I'll program as I usually am, but if you have any questions, please do ask. And again, the features are for this WhatsApp productivity tools called WAPI human. And I was kind of doing some prep work for it. I actually already implemented part of what I was planning to implement. But first, maybe let me give you an intro to the tool that I'm building, and then we can jump into coding it. So the idea here is this is a kind of an AI assistant. So it's connected to a database and knows a bunch of things about me. But essentially, this is my test account, and here we can kind of get any sort of, let's see if this works. Yeah, so here we have any generic response. So this is an AI chatbot, the same way that you might encounter on ChatGPT or something like that. But the idea here is that this chatbot can also remember specific things about you. So can you help me with advice, professional advice? So I don't want to say too much because at this point it's kind of anonymous, but let's say I'll describe it for a startup trying to build WhatsApp productivity tools. Can you come up with a good marketing outreach strategy? So I think this is fairly familiar to anyone, that they might essentially build out something that looks like a kind of marketing or an outreach tool. Like ChatGPT can do something similar. This is not a sort of novel idea. What's novel about this is that the way some people are already using it is that they have sometimes hundreds of pages of documents that they want this AI to remember. They also want it to remember stuff about them. So it can be customized to a greater degree already than what ChatGPT can be set to currently. So here it came up with some idea. I mean, I think it's a pretty good start, but that's only one of the intentions. So the other thing that this can do is uh, uh, I can follow up on this to uh, do some content marketing. So I can also tell it to create tasks, and this way I can effectively get sort of a task list right here in WhatsApp. I find it incredibly useful, mostly because I'm always drowning in to-dos and tasks, and the last thing I need is yet another app. And so here, if I then write list tasks, um, list all tasks, let's say, this should give me a list of all my uncompleted tasks so that I actually get um, sort of a selection here. I mean, some of you can see some of them I've already done, but this actually has a pretty comprehensive interface, and so it can kind of help you keep track of it. You can complete, let's say, complete task 156, and then this will complete that task and so on. You can also do this via web interface. The web interface is not currently ready, and we can, but for wider audience, but we're working on it and I'm gonna get it done. So here we can see like list all tasks, and again that task has now disappeared. So that's kind of one of the core functionalities. There's a few other things that it does. I will probably keep it relatively straightforward. The only other cool thing that I would mention at this stage is that it can also do voice notes. So if you wanted to, let's say, create a task to come up with a better onboarding guide, you can send a voice note. It will not only understand what it is and understand the intention here is to create a task, but it will also add it to my task list. So again, it should kind of process all of this, right? And the same would be true if I just had an AI request. But this is the kind of idea here. And again, we can see that it added this task indeed. So now let's kind of jump into this, into the code itself. So one of the things that I wanted to add is this enable AI. So at the moment, all of the voice notes